What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to yet another episode of Coin Roll Hunting. Now, I know the last video I said I wasn't going to do any more pennies. I was going to try to avoid them as best as possible, but unfortunately, the bank only had pennies available. They didn't have any nickels, dimes, or quarters in boxes that I could get at the time. I only went to one bank, the only one that I know that's giving me these right now, but they did also give me this. So it's going to be kind of a two-part series here. We're going to be opening this box of pennies, and I also got these $50 as well. We're going to go through all these as well, but we're going to go break these out. We're going to see if we can add these into the book, and then I'm going to go through these for the very first time. I have not done a $50 on like coin roll hunting in this channel yet, so this is going to be a first for this one. But we're going to keep trying to add to this, and then in a later video later today, I might actually end up posting two videos today. One's going to be this, where we open these two things, but the second one is going to be a unboxing of some silver that I purchased. So be on the lookout for that one. And if you guys can, so that you do know when we're going to have that video out, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, throw some likes down if you can, or dislike, I don't care, whatever you want to do. But let's get into the unboxing of these pennies. We got our copper box ready to go. We got our tool here, so let's get to it. We'll open these up. I do know right off the bat that these are a bit of a circulated box. Also, I do want to mention too, guys, before we go into opening this, when I was at the bank, the lady at the teller, she told me that, she asked me, why you get, this is the second week now you came in for a box, like, do you have a business or anything? And I told her politely, and I was open and honest about it. I said, no, this is just more of a hobby thing. I like to go through these boxes and try to find some old coins. And she kind of realized that I was probably one of the many others that come in and try to do the same thing. And in fact, she actually said that too. But what my point of this whole story that I'm trying to get at here is, she told me that, please don't bring these coins back. And while I don't personally understand the reasoning for it, I guess from what I've read and what I've heard, that they have to not count them by hand, but they have to individually put them in rolls, or I don't know what they do. I've never worked at a bank, so I don't know what the exact rule is. But if any of you guys who are watching do work at a bank, maybe you can explain the reasoning as to why. But she told me that they actually had other coin roll hunters like myself come in and get these boxes, and they've actually had to tell them, we're not doing this anymore for you because you keep bringing these coins back. So just to get a good relationship with these people at the bank, just listen to them. It's just simple. It's just a simple rule of following directions. Even though I don't understand the reasoning for it, if they tell me don't bring these coins back, I won't bring these coins back, because I want to keep doing these things and I want to keep making videos in the future. So if any of you guys are doing this type of stuff, please, and I know I'm new, but I know that this is a common rule amongst coin roll huntings. Do not bring your coins back to the bank that you got them from unless they're okay with it. I don't want to stress that enough. She literally told me they have had to tell other coin roll hunters who get these boxes and bring them back, no, we're not giving you any more boxes. So quick little story with that. Just follow the rules that they tell you, especially if you're trying to get into this like I am. But that's all I'm going to say with that. I don't want to drag this video on about that any longer. Let's get into this video. Let's open this box and let's find some wheat pennies. Let's try to fill this back up. So let's go. All right. Well, 13 pennies, or 13 rolls in, we finally got our first wheat penny. And let's check out what it is. 1958 Philadelphia. So we'll set that up here to the side and we'll keep going through these, and I'll let you know when I find the next one. Okay, so we're a little further along, roll 17. Not much going on here. Really, it's kind of a boring box, but we did find our next wheat penny. Let's see what year it is. I have not seen it yet, and it is a 1956 Denver. Is that? Why does that look like it's so far misaligned? Aren't they usually lower than that? I don't know. It looks a little weird. I'm going to have to look at the other ones for that. But we do have the second one there. And yeah, we'll keep going into this. And I'll catch you guys on the next one if we find it. Okay, guys. So I did some looking around here. That 1956 I was talking about. Look at... I compared it to another 1956 that I have in here. Because I want to do... I want you guys to see this here. So this 1956 Denver... Look where the D is placed. And I'm just looking around, you know, looking at these ones where the Denver's placed. Kind of in between the 9 and the 5, right? Like, even some of the San Francisco ones. Between the 9 and the 5. Nothing too obnoxious. But when you look at this one, it's hard to get on camera here, but it is like, it's right below the 9. And I looked, and I'm not sure if it's this D above shadow D one, the 1956, because the D doesn't look like it's between the 9 and the 5 like it is here. I don't know if this is its own unique thing, but if you look, it's hard to see, but underneath that D, there's a little marking there. I don't know what that is. I need to get a microscope or a magnifying glass to really look at it, because it's hard to pick it up on this camera here, but underneath that D, I can see it. I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's a smudge marking that looks very close to this, but I can't tell. I really cannot tell. The fact that the Denver mint is punched a little off to the left from what it looks like it should be. I need to get a thing to look at, but this is an interesting thing. I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but it's like right there. I'm trying to get the lighting to line up on it, but I don't know. I have to do further research, but I thought it was just very interesting. I had to take a second look at that, but let's keep going into this, into these boxes here, and we'll keep going. All right, you guys, so we are now, I want to say a little bit further. I can't do the quick math. I think this is roll 26 that we're on right now. And we finally found the next wheat penny. I mean, Jesus, this box is not that good today, but that's okay. I mean, we still have all of this, and we still have these $50 to go through too. I mean, it's taking forever, but we got our next wheat penny here, and let's see what year it is in 3, 2, 1. 1942, Philadelphia. That's a good one. I don't think I have that one yet, so we'll set that up to the side here, and we'll keep going through it. All right, so roll number 31. And we got another wheat penny. Let's see which one we got here in 3, 2, 1. 1951. Let's set this right over here, and we'll keep going. Okay, so we are almost done here. I think this is the 45th roll here. 40. I don't know what roll we're on. But we did find another wheat penny, and it is an old one. It was just right on the edge of the end penny one. So, but it looks old. Let's see if we can get a really old one here. I'm hoping it's around at least before the 40s. That'd be great. But let's check it out here in 3, 2, 1. I can't tell. Is that a 35 Denver? I think it's a 35 Denver. Really dirty though, but hey, we got a 1935. So we'll set that guy right here. And based off of the way this box has been going, I'm willing to bet that this will probably be the last one. But in case I do find another one, I'll let you guys know. All right, so we just did all of the coins in that penny box. We were able to find 5 of the wheat pennies, and I actually found 3 Canadian pennies here. So I'm gonna off camera check these, see if we need to add any to the book and do anything going forward. We obviously added a lot more to the copper stash, but I'm gonna do this next. I'm gonna go through these $50 here. I'm gonna see if there's anything of interest in these. I've never done $50 before, so I don't really know what to expect or what to look for. But I also have another stash over here. A lot of these ones are the key dates of the penny series. So, you know, any of the, a lot of these are the 92s and the 1998 to 2000, kind of looking for the wide AM or the closed AMs. Couple 84s and so forth. So I'm going to go through all these. I am, after this video, going to buy a bit of one of those like microscope things. I'm not exactly sure what it's called. I'll put a quick picture of that somewhere on the screen here of the one that I'm talking about, because I'm not 100% sure. But I'm going to throw that on there so you guys know what I'm talking about. And I'm going to have that in so that at the end of every video going forward, we're gonna see what key things we can add to whatever book that we have, any international coins, and then any coins of interest. We're gonna look at these under a microscope and see what we got from there. Eventually, I definitely want to recheck that 1956 that I talked about earlier, but let me go and open these up here, and if I find anything of interest, I'll let you guys know. All right, guys, so we just finished counting everything. So I did the $50 off camera, just this for time's sakes and purposes. But we were able to add 2 coins to the book. We weren't able to replace any, but so we only have 2 editions, and that was the 1958 and the 1942 Philly. So those are the only 2 that we're going to add to the book. But when it comes to the $50 that I pulled out, they were, let me clean this off real quick. They were customer rolls. So I think they already went through and grabbed everything, but they were nice enough to leave me one NIFC, a 2008 $50. So that's pretty much the only good find that we got out of that entire thing. But other than that, there are some key dates that I need to go through between all those pennies and some of these $50. I want to go through some of those dates and just see kind of if there's any special things to them. But I'll do that probably on its own video, just as a kind of a follow-up update video. But for now, that's all we're gonna do today. It was a pretty underwhelming find for a lot of things, but we did get 2 more pennies added to the book, which is always a win in my opinion. But other than that, that's all we got for today. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye bye, guys.